How's it? Today is Friday, January 12th, and it is a medium Friday. I'm trying something new today. I decided not to be super stubborn and just continue to push my snatch up 1 kilo and my clean and jerk 1 kilo every single week for 3 sets of one. So today I decided to do some waves. I guess technically I just did the one wave for each of the snatch and clean and jerk, but it's setting myself up for more waves in the future. I My understanding about the wave is like you take a set that's going to be like the first set in your small cluster of sets. Basically, that's going to be the first wave, and then you increase on the next set. So the first set is whatever. Like for example, today I did 90, right? And the second set is going to be 93. Third set will be 96, and that's your first wave. So those three clusters of sets, or that one cluster of those three sets, is the first wave. And then if everything goes to plan, then you can go and do a second wave, maybe start at 91, and then go to 94, and then 97. Or maybe you start your second wave at 93. So second wave could be 93, 96, 99. It's just one of those things to give you some extra practice at the heavier weights, but not give you so much stress at the heavyweight. Like it's very different to do three, like, quote unquote. I'm like putting those little air thingy quotes. You can't see me. It's a little bit different to do like three top sets at like 90 being the actual first top set, and then 93 to 96, whereas you do three straight sets at 96. Like, thinking about that, to me, like, there's a good chance I'm going to miss one of those 96s, but for the opportunity to make sure that you make everything execute correctly, then you get to give yourself, like, you get to win the next rep. And I think that is helpful for like confidence boosting and whatnot. But that's just kind of how I was thinking about today. As far as the actual lifting goes, my snatches were a little bit all over the place. You see that first one at 90 was really bad. 93 was a little bit better. This 96 was not as good, but I come back and actually reattempt 96 on like a fourth set of three. That's what happens when I do an extra credit set, and I do the extra credit set a lot because I'm stubborn as hell. But yeah, look at how good that was. That's super crisp, and like a couple of my warm up sets are really solid. I think my 70 was really great, where I'm being more diligent about keeping my arms in the right position at extension. Not necessarily from the ground. I think from the ground is okay, but I think where I end up getting a lot more lazy and relaxed is at extension. And so what that allows me to do is have a much more stark difference between going up and down. So the point of extension, like maximum extension, and then the frame immediately after that is, if I'm able to do that very quickly, then the lift itself is generally pretty good. Moved into my clean and jerks after that. Did a quick warm up, 60, 80, one set, and then 100 here. And same thing with the waves here. I'm starting at 110, doing 113, 116. This gives me that sort of 1 kilo higher than what I was doing last week idea, but it still gives me the opportunity to get more work in. It's like, when I look at it, it's very similar to my idea for compounding volume, but all on the same day. So if I wanted to do two waves today, then I would have done probably 111, 114, 117. You see here, some of my shoulder is not feeling super great. I think, like, all in all, like, my shoulder feels better than it did a few weeks ago. And I'm going to be up and down as far as it goes for that shoulder for a good deal more, I believe. Until I'm able to overhead press like normally, then I think my shoulder is going to be one of those points of emphasis that's going to be I mean, for lack of a better term, a problem. Here's 116. It's my last set, and like these cleans are super solid. My jerks do leave a little bit to be desired, a little bit forward there. Very confused as to what was going on here, but I don't think my shoulder was really hurting on this one. I think the 110 was the one that was giving me the most issues. After that, I wasn't sure if I wanted to front squat. I didn't have a lot of time today, but I decided to do it, so I went very quick warm up, 60, 100, 120, and then I actually did all three of my triples at 129, which is 3 kilos more than what I did last week. It's also 5 kilos less than what I back squatted for 5.5s earlier this week. And I think, I mean, 129 today, not super hard, not super easy. First rep on all of the sets, really good. Third rep on all of the sets, really, really not good. But I think that just being able to load the weight this heavy pretty quickly after I started, I started at 120, right? So 120, 123, 126, and then 129. So being able to just make that progression pretty quickly. Is that actually how I started? I'm not sure now that I think about it. I don't know. Maybe I did, but it's just one of those things that I am happy that I'm back to pretty close to where my best clean and jerk was for quite some time. But finished off today with some pull-ups and then my GHD sit-ups. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get with these waves and stuff for programming for next week and whatnot, but I think that this is giving me an opportunity to grow and to have some fun with the training. Like I said, you got to earn the next rep. And I think that that is really, really good for like mental stimulation. I don't know what else to say that. But yeah, today was solid. No misses. Lifted heavier than I did last week on all of my lifts. And so that's really a positive thing for me. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.